Hello, everybody, and welcome to the 6,000th episode of Worst Game Ever. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the 6,000th episode of Thunderstorm. I am Scamnarius. With me, as always, is the Pork Chopper.
Hello.
With me, as always, is the unnamed guest.
Yo, fuck Sliver.
And with me, as always, is Sliver.
Yeah, it's me. It's Sliver.
And we've all come here today to talk to you about something very near and dear to all of our hearts: paying extra money in our video games. It's all about DLC. We're gonna be talking about some garbage. We're gonna be talking about some good shit. But basically, we're all huge fans of just paying for those season passes, just betting over and letting the Call of Duty boys just fuck us in our collective asses. It's really nice. It's really nice when we have to buy several different season passes throughout a year. Gentlemen, would anyone like to start us off? Does anyone have any DLCs that come to mind? Does anyone want to talk about a particular DLC that they liked? I could drive a fucking train through that silence.
Come on, guys.
Jesus fucking Christ. Nobody.
I thought you guys had thought of
it. Welcome to the Kaznarius podcast. I'm your boy Kaznarius, and with me is Kaznarius. Hey, and Kaznarius? Yeah, that's me. Alright, yeah. And then there's the Kaznarius above me. Say hello.
Oh, hey, yo. Fuck Sliver.
Alright, thank you. Today we're going to be talking about DLC. DLC is great. What would you have to say about DLC? Oh, by the way, I should mention, I actually paid in advance for some DLC to come to this podcast. It was about $10. It's currently downloading. We'll see what happens. Top Kaznarius, would you like to talk about any particular DLCs that you like?
No, I generally dislike the. Actually, that's not true. In terms of DLC, that's good. I find a lot of the Borderlands DLCs are pretty good. They got a decent amount of content in it. Specifically, like, what was it? Borderlands 1, Fort Knox.
Yeah, Fort Knox was incredible.
That was a great DLC. Only issue is there was too much driving in it, but overall, good. How much was it? It was like $10?
Yeah, they were $10.
Yeah, no, that was a lot. It was good content.
You got the level cap increase. You got the fucking new vehicle. I mean, new driving, but like whatever. You got new enemy type, if I remember correctly, and you got
there were tons of new
weapons.
New weapons is Borderlands.
And you got the fucking armory. The fucking armory, which was so cool to fucking glitch into and just steal all the shit.
Oh man, we glitched into that constantly. We just kept doing it.
So awesome. So awesome. And they added a raid boss.
The raid boss that I've never beaten legitimately.
Yeah.
Because we always fought it with the weapons that hackers gave us that would like insta-kill the fight and make us invincible.
You know, I believe in I forget if it's Borderlands 1, 2, or 3, where the characters from 1 actually comment on there being a specific cliff in the fucking raid. In near the raid boss where you could just stand and not get hit by the fucking by Chromorox or some shit. I believe that's a line. Somebody mentions the cliff.
My guess is that would probably be Borderlands 2, maybe one of the Headhunter ones.
Yeah. Okay.
Because I didn't play those. Probably Son of
Chromorox. No. Okay, it was the Son of Chromorox. Exactly. Yes. I also
But yeah, no, but all those games have had generally. I haven't played the DLC for 3. I haven't bought it or even tried it yet, but those are some generally well done DLC.
You know, I honestly think I'm struggling to find to think of a campaign that I like more than Tiny Tina's.
Oh, the like LARPing one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that was sick.
That was really well done. It was
totally new setting. Incredible. Yeah, very creative. Worked the D&D elements into the campaign for a lot of visual gags and jokes and awesome weapons and just a great fun time overall. It's a shame that you guys never got to the end of it, but it even had some pretty good story relevance to it at the end that I won't spoil. But it was really good. It was really, really good, and it was probably the best deal. It was the best DLC from Borderlands 2, undoubtedly. Yeah.
Now, before we go any deeper, like, should there be any distinction in between an expansion pack and a DLC?
There's a slight distinction, but for the most part, an expansion pack is just a very large DLC. That is technically what it is.
Yeah, but expansion packs have been around before DLC.
Yeah, I was about to say, if you're going to, like, I don't know, let's say WoW, the Burning Crusade, their first expansion pack, that technically wasn't DLC because you had to buy it on disc, I believe, at the time. But like nowadays, if it's like a modern expansion pack, it's basically just DLC that just costs a lot and has a lot of content in it. Depending on how much content it is, that value is good. And generally speaking, in terms of DLC, I think the expansion pack model is better than other ways of doing
fucking season passes, which we'll probably get into at some point.
Like CD Projekt Red did the right thing with the
Blood and Wine and stuff. Yeah,
they released all those free quests, and then they had the two large expansion packs, Blood and Wine and the Frozen Throne, whatever it was.
Frozen Throne.
You know what? The best expansion pack from Warcraft 3 can also be used in The Witcher 3.
No. It was a pretty good expansion pack for Warcraft 3.
Dude, it's Hearts of Stone.
Yeah, that one.
Casnarius number 3. You fucking called. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Jesus Christ.
And oh man, I haven't actually played this DLC. I beat the main game of Witcher 3. And I was like, okay, that was like a 30-40 hour experience. I don't feel like playing any more of this right now. But I should go back and play them because I heard they're really good.
Yeah, I've heard Blood and Wine is like there's so much content. It's almost like its own game basically. Like it's longer.
That's what I've heard for sure.
Casnarius 1, I've been meaning to ask you, but comparatively to, because we're all everyone in Thunder Club, minus the Pork Chopper, is on a bit of a Final Fantasy 14 kick. Comparatively to ARR, how long is Heaven's Ward and Stormblood? Are they around the same length? Like, could they be called their own separate games?
They're their own separate, pretty much full stories. Heaven's Ward more than Stormblood. But they're definitely shorter than ARR, just because ARR has an ass ton of bloat.
Well, yeah.
But everything you do is a lot more meaningful. It's not. There's less. Hey, can you kill these rats to keep my field safe, bro? Quests. I hate.
My favorite story quest is the hero. Just fucking get us some cheese.
Hey, yeah, I know you saved the world once, but I really need this cheese. Yeah. And if you don't do it for me, you can't advance the plot. Get fucked. But yeah, no, those expansion passes have generally been pretty good. From what I've played. I'm on the newest expansion, and I'm looking forward to see where that goes, because I've heard it's really good now that the story is fully complete with the updates.
Pork Chopper. Porknarius. Do you have any particular DLCs that you love?
Yeah, I was actually going to go with Borderlands because Borderlands 1, I feel like, was the first game that did, not expansions, but just like DLC really, really well. Like, they knocked it out of the park. Like what was it called? The Zombie Island of Dr. Ned was cool. There was the fucking Claptrap one that was really cool. They basically just completely changed like how you looked at the game. Everything was like new, right? They gave you something different. And I think that's what they should do. It's just really enjoyable.
Pork Chopper, you've bought the Season Pass for Borderlands 3. Have you gone through any of those campaigns?
I actually didn't buy the Season Pass.
Oh.
At least did I? No, I didn't. I bought the digital deluxe, so I haven't gone
Oh, okay.
Eventually, I will, but not yet.
Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna get on that joint when it's all out.
When you get on it, let me know. I'll pick it up. We'll go through it.
Let's see. What other good DLCs are there? Because we talked about Borderlands for too long, and
Sure.
we also talked about a lot in the previous Thunderstorm.
You know what DLC I really liked? It was the horse armor DLC for Oblivion.
Thank you.
Thank you, Slover.
I think we should take a second to perhaps define the difference between DLC and microtransactions.
Honestly, in a lot of ways, they're used similarly. Because I know I've seen a lot of like JRPGs on like the PlayStation Store and whatnot. They have like 80 different DLC items, and they're like $5 costumes. And they're DLC, even though if that was the real difference between a DLC and a microtransaction is basically whether or not it's like in the in-game store kind of thing. They're not that different.
Yeah, if it's purchasable in-game, I would say it's a microtransaction, but if you have to buy it from a separate marketplace off-game, then it would be a DLC.
I mean, I think the distinction is a little pointless, since it amounts to the same thing. You're paying $5 to get a costume.
So there is actually a distinction.
Generally a microtransaction would have a gambling distinction to it.
Not necessarily.
Not necessarily. Microtransaction is a small transaction, essentially.
Yeah,
so.
Microtransaction would just be like $5 or less. It would be things like costumes, like a new skin or something. DLC typically would be like your $10 mini expansions and like mission packs and things like that.
All right.
Yeah,
there technically is a difference, but a lot of developers will kind of mix and match the two.
I think that distinction is like a more modern thing, whereas like if you go back, there's like things that cost like $5 or less will still be considered a DLC, not a microtransaction. It's whatever. It feels like a really like not a huge. In terms of another DLC that's great is the DLC for Bloodborne, which I'm pretty sure no one here but me has played.
That's correct.
Yes, that is correct.
I played Bloodborne, so
yeah. Well, you're all shit, and I hate you.
I played a little bit, but I didn't really go through it.
Yeah, technically, all of the Dark Souls have, like, all of the Soulsborne stuff has pretty good DLC. I haven't played all of them, but the Bloodborne in particular had an amazing DLC that had such cool areas and stuff that were added. It was fairly long. It was pretty challenging and has some of the best bosses in the entire like series. Orphan of Kos is great. I'm sure all of you have probably heard before that the Orphan of Kos is an amazing boss fight.
Isn't it pronounced Chaos?
No, it's Kos.
Are you sure about that?
Listen, Sliver, if you want to make the joke, you would say Cosm, but you fucked it up.
I did?
Yeah, okay, moving on.
Moving on, I will say that undoubtedly the most powerful DLC in the world is the Persona 5 costume DLC.
Which one?
Any of them.
Kazarius, that's a microtransaction. We're not talking about that.
Yeah, well, I'd like to talk about how powerful microtransaction can be.
We're not talking about that.
I do. I want to talk all about it. Okay, no. So I'm playing Persona 5, and I'm like, you know what would make Persona 5 better? If I could have costumes of the main protagonists from other series, and they have those. And when you buy one of these costumes for like $4, it not only changes them to look like a previous protagonist, it actually changes the battle music, and it's great. It's wonderful. I'm having a great time playing Persona 5. Decided to go over to Fuck Sliver's house one day, and I'm like, you know what? I want to keep playing Persona 5. He's like, oh, okay, I'm about to beat the game or whatever. Just you know, do your thing. So I boot up or throw on my save for Persona 5, and I check under his bed or check out if you actually get your DLC by looking under your bed in that game for some reason. I do that without thinking of it, without thinking anything of it. And then what happened? And then I have a really good time. Really.
I will continue to start from here, Kaznarius.
Please, yes.
Because I am the wounded party in this, you fucker. I'm changing my name to fuck Kaznarius soon. So fucking he plays the game. He essentially has the DLC downloaded on my system.
Right.
But it's like on a separate profile on his own save file. It's fine. There's no issue clearly. I play the game. I beat the game. And after you beat the game, there's like a small playable section. And in that section, it for some reason let me acquire his DLC. I don't know why, but in my save file, I got his DLC after I beat the game in this small playable section. I didn't think anything of it because I thought it was just some weird thing. So I saved with his DLC. The next time I tried to load that save file to start New Game Plus, the fucking game tells me, you cannot play this. You do not have the permission to use that DLC. He destroyed my save file because he's a piece of shit. And I hate him.
No, Kaznarius #1, it's actually called microtransaction.
Yeah, no, that's why we weren't going to talk about it, but you brought it up anyway, so we're calling it DLC now.
Oh, shit, that sucks, dude.
The transaction was your fucking save data.
Yeah, truly.
Cunt.
Luckily, I already beat the game, so it literally mattered not. Like, I had finished everything. I had gotten to the very end screen and did, like, the final save your clear data thing. Mm-hmm. So the worst thing that I had to do was I had to refight the final boss, which is very easy anyway, and then fast forward through all the cutscenes.
Oh shit, my DLC's done fucking downloading.
Oh shit.
That's right,
boys.
#2. How's it going?
For the price of $29.95 US, you too can have the Rin DLC pack featuring Rin and also a costume for Rin and has a funny hat. Exclusive to the DLC. Pre-ordered today. No refunds, no regrets, no remorse.
That intro was really long. I already regret it. Refunding right now.
Yeah, I think Steam will let me.
Yeah. But yeah, no, that's how Kaznarius and DLC ruined my Persona 5 save file. And
hey, and by the way, would you like to know how I fucked fuck Kaz's DLC save file?
I will be sure to watch the video and
no, you're not allowed. Pay me $5.
We're not repeating that story.
$5. I want $5, and you can fucking.
Whoa, now hold on a minute. You're going up in price. You can't just do that.
Come on, we already discussed that's a microtransaction, Kaz.
Pay me.
Anyway,
Ren, would you like to talk about any DLCs that you enjoy?
DLCs I enjoy. I'm very much a fan of. I'm trying to think of good DLC examples. A Hat in Time. There we go. That's a good one. Actually, it's a good and a bad one because the first DLC wasn't that great in my opinion, and the second one was freaking awesome. I love Nakusa. I thought it added more to the game, which I think is absolutely a must with DLC. It has to add something that you couldn't get from the base game.
Well, Rin, I mean, by default, DLC adds something to the game. That's kind of how it works.
No, what I mean is, like, it adds an experience to the game you could not get in the base form. Like,
I know,
like a different type of level.
Microtransaction to me.
That sounds like no, that's just how DLC works. If it wasn't in the base game and it's being added,
no. I'm saying that it's adding an experience you wouldn't have gotten otherwise.
Yeah, no, that's exactly how DLC works.
If I download the fucking horses for Oblivion, I'm not getting a different experience than if I didn't have the horses in Oblivion.
True.
It's still the same game.
It's a different experience.
By default, you are getting the experience of paying them $5.
$5, so that wasn't DLC, it was a microtransaction.
Oh, fuck off.
But okay, cool. Yeah, but no, the Hat in Time DLC, like the second one, Yakuza, is great.
Yeah, the first one's kind of garbage. The level it adds doesn't really there's nothing really added in the first DLC that, unless you're a masochist and want to do all the freaking contracts, which is hell. I've done half of them, and I regret every minute of my life waking since then. The first one really wasn't worth it, but the second one was pretty great.
Come on, like, we need more seals in our life, though.
The seals were cute.
Like, as Canadians, like, you have to take a break from clubbing them every once in a while.
Wow.
Never. Okay, so we've all gone over, DLC that we like. What's some bad DLC? Someone name a DLC you hate.
I feel like before we open the floor for that, I just wanted to get the thoughts and opinions of how you guys feel about the new Pokemon DLC. Has anyone played it, first of all?
I have not played it.
I haven't even played the main game.
DLC in a Pokemon game is heresy, and Matsuda should be embarrassed.
Hold on a minute.
Weird.
Here's the thing.
It's a hot take.
It is a hot take. What I'm gonna say is that the DLC that's in Pokemon Sword and Shield should have been in the base game. I think that the game needed probably another year in development, and this is content that should have been there from the get-go, especially in a game that really kind of felt like just phoning it in general. That said, DLC in a Pokemon game could work, and the things that it adds are good. It's just something I feel like having following Pokemon doesn't seem like it was that hard to implement, for example.
Yeah, I don't think DLC in a Pokemon game is bad, because it can be good. It just depends on what DLC you're making. Like, if instead of just making like a small area, if they had introduced an entire new region, but they not a new region, but reintroduced like an old region or something, and put that in the game, and you do all those gym leaders and stuff, and that'd be cool.
No, I agree with that. Instead of making a whole other remake game like they do every time, just having that as a DLC would be a very interesting addition.
Ultra Sun and
Well,
no, not like Ultra
no.
Sun, more like Alpha Sapphire and Omega Ruby.
Yeah, or
Like-
like how they've remade Pokemon Red and Blue 3 times now.
Yeah. But like, a lot of people want a remake of Sinnoh. So if instead of remaking Sinnoh, they had just put Sinnoh on Sword and Shield as like a DLC region, that'd be cool.
No, I agree with that.
Before they couldn't do that because it was on the DS, and DS couldn't handle DLC that well. I think there was some, but not a lot.
I think my main issue with all the new DLC coming up for this game is that it feels like they're playing catch up.
Yeah.
We all had the same thoughts, I think, when all this was announced, which was, everyone starts. A game comes out, countless. So many fucking Pokemon are taken out of the decks, and now they're giving it to us via "fuck you, pay us," which just, in any other game, I don't know. Kind of feels like Pokemon's kind of getting away with it because it's Pokemon.
Yeah.
instead of
That feels
adding
gross.
to the game, they're basically charging you to complete the game.
A little
Yeah.
A DLC region that would have made sense for Sword and Shield. Obviously, would have been Kalos, drawing parallels to Galar being the UK and Kalos being France in their close proximity. Of course,
I mean,
that's probably
sure.
not the way it works in the Pokemon world, but
I mean, sure, you could have done
It's a
that,
theoretical. You could do it with any region, and
Theoretically, you could.
fuck tons of people would buy it.
Of course, like
Yeah.
it makes a
And
lot
no
more
one would
sense
complain.
than like the what is it, $40-$50 Canadian for Isle of Iron, Isle of Ice?
It's around there.
Like,
I don't know the pricing for it. I didn't get it, so.
yeah,
Ditto.
like it would have made sense. Like, but spending $40-$50 on relatively small areas. Like, aren't they like 4 hours each? Maybe.
I have no idea how long they are. So we shouldn't put.
Yeah.
No, we
hearsay
probably
in
shouldn't
here.
put like hearsay, but like, I don't
but
think
you know,
they have any
whatever.
substantial content.
I don't
to
think.
them.
Yeah, they're probably not worth the money. But you never know. I haven't played them, so.
Point
What's-
is, I think we're all agreeing here. DLC in a Pokemon game, good idea. Implementation here, kind of lackluster, kind of underwhelming, kind of
Yeah.
got tons of issues. I don't know. I was thinking of like talking about the fucking Smash roster. But Smash is stupid and shit and bad.
Truly.
So why would I?
Oh shit, you're right.
Smash.
Spicy takes.
Do we want to complain about the fucking first season pass? Does anyone
Honestly-
have any gripes? I've got a little bit. I've got a couple
There
gripes.
wasn't anything too wrong with the first season's pass. Of course,
I think Fire. I think.
okay,
I think
Violet
Fire
as
Emblem
the
is very
fifth
wrong.
choice was the wrong decision. Violet
Yeah,
being in the
I
first
agree.
pass wasn't a bad idea. Put Banjo
Yeah, no, I've
in the
said
fifth
that,
spot, or put Terry in the fifth spot. It would get a huge pop. Everyone would be happy. No one would have a problem with Violet being in Smash.
Yeah, no, that's what I've always said. Thanks for stealing my entire thought that I've told you beforehand.
Yeah, not a problem.
Asshole.
Fucking wrecked.
Not a problem.
Son of a-
Fuck
That's
you,
right.
Kaz.
Son of a bitch.
Just showing you
Never
up.
mind. It's switching back to Fuck Sliver.
Fuck you, fuck Kaz.
All right, I'm back on top. All right. No, I don't know. I think I don't know. I kind of hate Terry. But again, it's because I don't really know the character, obviously.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't hate Terry. I just think he is a blonde fighting game character
Yeah.
who punches people. We kind of already have that. I admit he's from something totally different, and that's cool, but visually, he's not that unique or interesting.
They needed someone completely different from
I-
the shit that they'd already done.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah, I would have wanted, either. I mean, okay, my personal love and what I would fucking hope that the new. I guess this is a possible prediction for the next season pass, but I would really love for them to put in a fucking Arc System works character, either Blaze Blue or fucking Guilty Gear, because those series are awesome and anime aesthetic and fucking cool as shit.
Now, Kaz, hold that thought.
Oh no.
There's 5 of us here, and there's 5 more remaining DLC to slots.
we're not
haven't
each making a
announced.
prediction.
No.
No, we're making a
You
prediction.
dumb fuck.
No, we're not.
No, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing roster shit now.
We're
Doing
doing-
a lock of the week?
We're
What
doing,
I-
No.
We're doing Fuck Slivers Lock of the Week.
We're
No,
gonna
I-
do the Fade 5. Gonna get free calling after 8 p.m.
I think I wouldn't even be angry if it was somebody from Final Fight who just wasn't generic punchy guy. Give us fucking Mai Shiranui. Give us give us anyone with a weird fighting style that isn't punchy boy.
Yeah, they could have
You
just given I forget his name, but the actual main character. Let's say the main character of King of Fighters. I completely forgot his name because I don't play that game. He's not like overly visually interesting, but he doesn't have as many overlaps in
Mhm.
Smash.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I don't know. That's the main issue I have with Terry is that he's visually kind of already there and not that
Like,
unique.
If we were getting a Final Fight character, it should have been Mike Hagar. Like, let's be real here.
Here's the thing: if you're gonna get a Final Fight character, it's probably gonna be Terry.
Yeah. No,
And it's kind of one of those things that's like it makes sense when you know the context of why he was added, and then also like if you're a fan of that series, like it must have been really exciting Yeah, I think that because none of us really grew up with those games,
No, that's true. That's a good point.
it makes our opinion a little bit
Yeah.
biased because, like, of course we would want a character from another series or a character we've seen more than Terry, or especially when we haven't really played those games before.
Fair.
Yeah, that's a good
Anyway,
point.
Min Min from ARMS.
Also, just so you guys know, because I feel you've been fucking it up this whole time, he's from Fatal Fury.
Okay,
Yes, he is.
I don't.
I don't know. You've been saying something like Final Fight the whole time.
Yeah, we have been saying Final Fight.
Chloe.
Like I was like,
You can
there's
tell we
something.
haven't played the games.
I was like, there's definitely that's not right. I know that's
We're
not
on
right.
we're on the same console at least.
Congratulations.
It's been a long week.
You
just wanna-
told
I
us
just
the
wanna-
truth.
Listen,
Good.
it's 2 Fs. It's all good.
I'm glad
Yeah.
I've elucidated you on this.
Thank you.
I had to Google it.
Yeah.
I'm just pissed that we didn't get fucking Doom guy. That would have been sick.
Oh, we're still getting
Still
it.
possible. Still
It's
possible.
still possible.
Yeah,
On
but
top of
why
it,
wouldn't they have done it when Doom Eternal was coming out, though?
I think the thing is that we can't get. I don't think it's fair to get angry about, oh, this one character that's owned by another company didn't get in, because there's so many parts that have to come into play for that. And I think it's unfair to look at the company and be like, hey, fuck you, you didn't put freaking Master Chief in Smash Bros. Or whatever.
Okay. Anyway,
Yeah.
I'm getting tired of talking about Smash Brothers. Fuck Smash Brothers.
Fair.
So I'm just gonna say one thing that we gotta change topics.
Shit
It's
game
that-
for babies.
One, yeah, it's a shit game for babies. And two, there's only one character I don't want in, and that's Gino. Moving on.
You mean Gino?
Yeah, that's what I said.
The one that owns
You
the
said
pizzeria.
I said Gino.
It's
Like-
Gino.
Like Geo.
That's what I said.
No, you
You
said
keep
Geo.
saying Gino.
Well, you're just mishearing me through the mic then.
No, you're saying
Motherfucker,
Geo.
multiple people are hearing Geo.
I heard Geo.
Like Neo Geo.
Yeah,
That's what we were talking about before, damn it!
I get that you heard me wrong, but clearly my mic picked it up weird. I don't know, because I said Gino. Which is his name.
Well, just for that, Gino's getting in Smash. And you
No,
can't do
he's
anything
not.
about it.
I swear to
probably,
God.
He's gonna be a fucking Mii Fighter costume. There's no way he's not gonna.
Isn't he already a Mii Fighter?
Yeah,
costume?
he's already a
Anyway,
Mii Fighter.
I'm done with this. We're done with Smash. What other DLC do we hate?
Lol.
Hello?
Yeah, League of Legends is a pretty bad DLC.
What?
It's not DLC.
No, it's full of microtransactions.
It's
That's the
DLC
difference.
for a deal. No.
You better
bro.
keep
How
that
does
whole
that
thing.
how does that word spaghetti taste?
Yeah,
Yummy.
it don't. That doesn't make any sense. How the fuck is League of Legends DLC?
Figure it out.
It's
Man,
a-
I
it's
mean,
so, it's so
technically, it's
bad.
content that you download.
It's so bad. At,
yeah, okay. Fair enough. We can just talk about any game we want that we downloaded digitally.
Oh shit!
Here's the thing:
what's-
League of Legends is so bad at being DLC that it's not even DLC anymore.
Oh, shit.
Honestly, the act of downloading it might even be a microtransaction.
Microtransaction of a part of your soul.
I mean, they're taking up hard drive space. And, whatever other trackers they're putting on your computer.
They aren't even paying fucking rent.
Alright. I want to tell you guys all about one of my favorite games of all time, Resident Evil Revelations 2. I played this game on the Switch. Wonderful game.
Ugh.
I played it with our unnamed guest, who is currently named Flux Liver. Great game. I love it. It's one of my favorite games to play with people. It's so cheesy and corny and actually really fun. It's got this really fun raid mode. And it's just this whole other thing, and it's a, you know what? It's fun. It's fun for the $20 price tag that it is. This game originally, so if you buy it for $20, you're gonna have a little bit of a decent time. But if you're in the year 20, I want to say 15 when this game came out, to buy the base game, which is the first episode, you gotta pay $8. Okay, then to buy episode 2, that's another $8, my guy. Episode 3, that's another $8, and to finish the fight, you betcha, $8 dues. Get that shit going. Then you have the stupid shit that you can buy, which is of course costumes, but there is this one DLC that takes place after the fucking game called The Struggle, which we did not play through.
Thank God.
You know, it is actually kind of fun because you get to both use guns. The problem is that it's literally just 4 sections of kill 30 zombies to advance. And the whole thing takes you about 11 minutes to complete.
Ooh.
And that's $6.
Oh.
Sounds like it's a real struggle to justify that purchase.
Yeah, you're kicked off of the podcast. So you can.
I'll show myself.
I'm deleting this DLC. Jesus Christ, this was a bad idea. Anyway, so yeah, that's. I think that game did its fucking DLC horribly. It was Capcom's first and only attempt, to my knowledge, of shitty episodic content. And it didn't do very well, but you know, it's, you know, that way of doing it really shit. But you know, pick it up for $20. You know, you're gonna have a little bit of a good time. I'm not gonna lie. You could rope your shitty friend into playing a character who does nothing except
fucking point.
Except
Just points at people and yells,
Yep.
"It's the monster!"
Yep.
Oh, why did you make me play that game?
Because I like making you suffer. I don't
I've
know.
noticed.
Yeah, it is fun, but damn, I do not think episodic games work. Other than maybe the Telltale games.
Do people
But-
even do episodic stuff anymore? I don't think
Yeah,
I've seen it.
Yeah.
Okay, I haven't seen any
Don't-
recently
don't knock
myself.
Does it
Yeah,
with what the fuck is it called?
Life is Strange.
Life is Strange, and we got the new one now called
Yeah.
Tell Me Why. I'm not 100% sure if that one's episodic, but it probably is.
Life is Strange too. That was last year. That was episodic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I don't mind episodic as long as like I'm paying one flat price at the beginning.
Well, if we're also talking about episodic games. Final Fantasy VII Remake is technically an episodic game.
Yeah, but
It's a trilogy or something. Like
Yeah.
it's full-size games. It's a little different.
that's a little different. Also, it's not DLC. Mind you, neither is episodic games. So
Yeah, I was about to say, it's like, does this mean like Sonic 4 Episode 2 is bad DLC? Because in that case, that's my worst case of DLC ever. That game fucking sucks.
yeah, no.
Actually, I've got a pretty shitty DLC. Well, actually, it was good, but how it was handled was pretty shitty. You guys played Mass Effect 3?
Nope.
Yes.
Okay, so Mass Effect 3 had this DLC called From Ashes. Do you guys remember that one?
No, maybe. Which one was it? You'll have to say it.
It was the one with Javik. Basically,
okay, yeah, I got that for free.
Right? Yeah, so in the Mass Effect universe, there's this ancient race called the Protheans that's super fucking integral to the story. And for Mass Effect, they did this expansion, or not really expansion, like a DLC with some missions and shit. And the only way to get it was to pay $10 or to buy one of the collector's editions. And it came with a Prothean, the last surviving Prothean, as a party member. And when you have him in the game, you can tell he's super integral, like he was supposed to be there from the start, and they fucking charged for it.
Yeah, I don't.
That's bullshit.
I didn't get the collector's edition, but I did get that DLC, and I didn't pay for it.
That's weird because you're supposed to pay for it.
I got a Steelbook edition. Maybe that counted
Steel
or something.
Yeah, that's probably. So they had the deluxe and they had the. What the fuck was it?
But I don't think I paid extra for the Steelbook. I don't fully remember. It's been a while since Mass Effect 3.
Yeah, it was in the collector's edition and the digital deluxe edition.
Strange.
What did you buy it on? Was it on the Wii U?
No. My Mass Effect 3 was on PlayStation 3.
Weird, yeah. For pretty much everything, it was like separate, and you had to pay for it. It was fucking bullshit.
I don't know. I definitely had it, and I don't remember buying it separately, but I definitely didn't get a collector's edition. Unless the collector's edition wasn't that big a deal. I don't remember. Doesn't matter. But, yeah, no, it's shitty when they put something super relevant and important in DLC.
Yeah, you shouldn't put someone that's that important to the fucking story.
Oh, actually, when you mention that, I'm thinking of the game Ashura's Wrath, which is barely a video game. It's mostly just a giant interactive cutscene.
Yeah, it's literally like 60.
Man, that game is so fucking fun to watch on YouTube.
Yeah, well, I mean, you're getting the same experience as actually playing it. So,
It's the same thing.
listen, if you just want to watch it on YouTube and occasionally mash your keyboard, it's the same game. It's a really cool game. In its cutscenes and stuff, like it's super awesome to watch. But its ending is DLC. It doesn't end right on its own, and you have to buy a DLC to get the true ending, essentially. And it's shitty and dumb. So I've played that game for real, and when I finished it, I was like, I'm not buying the DLC. I'm just gonna watch it on YouTube, which I did.
Now, what about on disc DLC?
It should
happens
never
all about that.
It should never be.
Was it Street Fighter X Tekken that did that? It was like 12 fighters that was on the disc already, and you had to pay for them.
Yeah.
I remember MVC3 as well. I believe had 2 that were on disc, and you had to pay to unlock them.
Yeah, I remember it was Capcom was the one that had pretty much on disc DLC for like every game they came out with in the 360 era. It's fucking stupid.
I think we're missing all of our favorite DLC, Amiibos.
Dude,
They're not really DLC. They're microtransactions.
Yeah.
Micro,
They
they
cost,
But wait,
they
wait,
cost
they cost
more
more
than
than
$5.
$5.
They are not
Sorry.
microtransactions.
fucking
Well, I got a
anything.
I got a Pikachu amiibo for like $5 once.
Pikachu.
You had to say it. You had to fucking. You couldn't go one episode without mispronouncing that fucking word, could you?
I'm not
You
mispronouncing
had to bring it up.
Yeah, listen, if I mispronounce Gino, it was clearly an accident. He does this shit on purpose.
No,
I
I'm
guarantee
saying it right. I don't understand. Anyway,
No,
that did
Ren,
happen. Yeah.
We're gonna do it live. Say peak.
We're not doing this again.
The Breath of the Wild second DLC, I hated it. I did not like that DLC.
That was the fucking Trials of the Champions or whatever, right?
Yeah,
Master
that
Trials
was
or some shit.
It
that was
added
the
a fair
one.
amount of content.
It added like 12 shrines and a shitty dungeon.
Yes.
The
I
boss
remember
fight was
adding a bunch of
kinda
really shitty,
cool.
stupid one-off puzzles.
Yeah, it was a bunch of just one-off puzzles. The final boss of it was like kind of cool, but also kind of annoying to get through.
Yeah.
I didn't like it. Your reward at the end is a shitty motorcycle.
Yeah,
That you
but
have to
your
fuel.
rewards throughout it are upgraded
Worse.
abilities.
Yeah,
It's arguably
actually
a
upgraded-
better upgrade for Link's kit than the upgraded Master Sword from doing the Master Sword trial.
yeah, but those abilities are the upgraded abilities are actually like ridiculously overpowered and
Yes.
completely remove all fun from the game since you can just wait a small amount of time and spam the lightning spin over and over.
Well, yeah, but at that point you would have already beaten the Calamity Ganon.
Yeah, I
At
know.
that point
but-
in your journey in the game, it's like I'm gonna turn on Breath of the Wild to dick around.
Okay. Well, actually, I wouldn't do that. I only turn.
I know
After I beat
you
that
don't
game-
play games after you beat games because you don't like to have
Generally.
fun.
I don't like to have fun. Maybe I like to have fun in a new game, dumbass.
No, not even.
But
You're only allowed
but
to have
no.
fun the way I like to have fun.
Well, clearly you're wrong. But no, I beat Breath of the Wild, and I stopped playing it for like months until the DLC came out, because I was like, oh hey, cool, a new dungeon. Maybe they can redeem themselves because the other dungeons in that game are bad.
It's true.
And that dungeon is just 4 trials next to each other. That's all it was. Not trials, shrines next to each other. That's all it was. Just 4 shrines in a room. I was like, wow, that was awful. It has a kind of neat boss fight, but that's it. Terrible, worthless DLC that I highly regret getting.
But hey, at least you got hard mode.
Yeah.
If you want to play through the game again with everyone having regenerating fucking health and all your weapons break like immediately.
Yeah, fuck that.
And you take a fuck ton more damage. That's also cool.
It's not a game that I wanted to replay anyway.
Pork Chopper, do you have anything you'd like to say about DLC? You haven't talked for a while, my guy.
Actually, one DLC that really pissed me off. Fuck, I brought this fucking game up so many times. Okay, Call of Duty 4. Okay.
Here we go.
Listen, all I'm gonna say is
Back in the saddle again. Sorry.
Listen, in 2008, they came out with the Variety Map Pack. Okay, you got 4 maps. It was $10. I was fine with it. Modern Warfare Remastered. Instead of remastering it and giving you the map pack included, because they're charging you, a bunch of money again, they charged separately for it, and they raised the price from $10 to $15 for the same map pack. Are you fucking kidding me?
No, Pork Chopper, you don't understand. It wouldn't be.
Do.
No, it wouldn't be the authentic experience of playing Modern Warfare 2 again, unless you had
fucked.
If you didn't buy the map pack again. And then
but it could have been $10, not $15. What the fuck? What, are they charging for inflation?
Yeah, inflation.
Exactly. Inflation.
My favorite DLC is when you get the phone call during the Thunderstorm.
Okay, you motherfucker. Ooh. Turn off your fucking phone.
I don't know why someone from work is calling me.
Turn off your phone now and let everyone enjoy the show.
No, I'm Tommy Texter.
20 motherfuckers calling you? I gotta say, wow, Jesus Christ, that was a train wreck. To go with that, every time we get a new Call of Duty, Black Ops to play zombies, well, I mean, first of all, my humanity, just constantly, slips away from my body. But secondly, we always fucking bite the bullet and buy the fucking, Seasons Pass. And it feels like...
Play them?
Yeah, and then we never play them. Because they take so fucking long to come out with the maps.
Yeah, we did that with Black Ops 3, I think. We fucking, never played them.
And me and Sliver did that with Black Ops 4. The same fucking thing happened. At least with the last map.
It was the last 2 for Black Ops 3.
That's... Well, yeah.
Because Black Ops 3, we played Dreisendrache, and we played Zetsubo, but we never ended up playing...
we hardly played Zetsubo. I don't think Pork Chopper even played Zetsubo with us.
Nope.
We never played Garad or Rev together.
Yeah.
At least now they're giving all the maps away for free. That's cool.
Wait, they are?
Yeah, for Modern Warfare, all the maps were free.
Oh. Cool.
I mean, they're making enough money off of fucking skins and all that bullshit.
I feel, I'm gonna go on a little bit of a tangent, but I find that the Black Ops Season Pass always seem to have this fun pattern of serious disappointment. They'll really sell you. It's really you're having a really good time with your base game. Maybe they'll add another map if you get the Season Pass, which you'll also have a pretty good time in.
Yeah, usually Nuketown, fucking bullshit.
Right. Yeah. In the case of Black Ops 3, though, they end up shitting the bed by the last map. Last map is total fucking garbage. In the case of Black Ops 4, they did this fun little thing where their whole storyline, they're like, oh man, you guys gotta be prepared for this great war. It's gonna be a great war. It's been hyped up for 2 games now. Everyone is talking about how everyone's got to do all the shit, and everyone's got to, get all the shit together. Different characters from different timelines are fucking teaming up, and everyone's off preparing for the Great War. And the last DLC, the most bullshit thing happens. The last fucking map in Black Ops 4 for zombies is a fucking remake of an old map, which is okay on its own. But the most hilarious and heartbreaking line happens when you do all the Easter egg steps on that map, which is one of the characters saying, "My comrades, I've prepared you all for the Great War, and the Great War is the war we fight within ourselves."
What?
And then the internet did a collective fucking sigh of disappointment. The Great War was nothing. The Great War was a fucking nothing burger when everyone was anticipating some big boss fight or some big map or something incorporated with this big war. It's nothing.
Well, Kaz, I'm gonna stop you right there because you're 100% fucking
here we
wrong.
go.
And
Okay, yep.
Spoilers for the zombies storyline. You have
I am so
5
glad
seconds
we have
to
turned
leave,
our podcast
5,
into
4,
zombies bullshit.
3, 2, 1. Okay, so end of the last map.
I really didn't want to do this. I'm
Oh
sorry.
well, sucks to be us. Richtofen talks to the Victus crew. The Victus crew are supposed to get an item that allows them to go to the Great War. Nikolai says, "No, fuck you. That's not happening." The bulk, whatever it's fucking called, I don't fucking care anymore, says, "No, you're too weak. You're never gonna win." So they just fucking kill each other, and then universes collide because they break the item. So there's no more universes, it's only blackness. Done.
Yeah, okay, the ending is
Don't have to
entirely
fight.
underwhelming.
Yeah, don't have to fight in a great war if everyone's dead and no war can happen.
It's an incredibly
That's
underwhelming...
not any better.
No,
Yeah,
it's
it's an
worse.
incredibly underwhelming ending, and the point is, they hyped this up. Everyone has been talking about this fucking Great War for several DLCs.
They fucking
and there's just
talked
nothing
about it for like 5 years. They hyped it for 5 years that it would come to like a point where there'd be Eldritch Horror and fucking big thing. No. Fucking like, I'll just kill you in your sleep and then kill myself. Thank you.
Yeah,
Well, actually, the initial plan was they say the real war is the war within, and then they release another map where you shrink down and fight Nazi zombies inside Richtofen's body.
I mean, that
It
makes
was
the
truly
most
the war
sense.
within. I don't know anything about this storyline. I just picked a random name I heard.
Right? And then you actually grind through the story and through the star map, and then you play the war within in Warframe.
The fuck?
It's all connected.
Truly.
Yeah, no, it's got a they have a fun habit of just shitting the bed by the end of the DLC, because who gives a shit? Everyone has already blown their load and fucking bought our season pass. Do we need to give a shit?
Yeah, they're
We
getting
can give
everybody
half
ready
of a
for
shit.
next Call of Duty, so they don't even care.
We can at least remake a map and and again, everyone, anyone who we could, what's even the point of putting out trailers or doing any shit like that? Anyone who's interested in this has already bought it, and anyone who hasn't is already gearing up to buy the next Call of Duty. So what's even the fucking point?
Yeah. Well, that's the problem with paying for something that isn't even done.
Yeah.
If you buy a season pass once all the DLC is out, just because it's cheaper than buying them separately, that's cool.
Mhm.
Buying it at the beginning is a little iffy. I see why people do it if they really think they're going to play all the DLC, but there is always a danger in buying something that hasn't been made yet. It's just like, I don't know, backing a Kickstarter game. It hasn't been made yet. You have no idea of its quality. It's a pure gamble.
Well, arguably, there was potential for this one to be good. It just they got fucked by the dev cycle because Call of Duty was on a 3-year dev cycle. You had Infinity
Sledgehammer,
Ward 1 year,
Treyarch, and
Sledgehammer, and
Infinity Ward.
Treyarch, right? So It was Treyarch's year. Sledgehammer was supposed to be the year after Infinity Ward, which was last year with Modern Warfare, but they dropped out, so they, Treyarch had to take over and do a 1-year dev cycle instead of a 2-year dev cycle. So they didn't have any time to put into the DLC.
I wasn't talking about, like, Call of Duty. I was just talking about season passes in general.
We're always talking about Call of Duty, though.
Please,
Sliver.
God, no.
Non-stop.
Only Call of Duty. All the time.
Alright, I think Call of Duty is a wonderful way to end the stream, or at least be the penultimate topic of the stream. Does anyone have anything else to add about DLC? Because, good God, if we get another fucking comment or another fucking tangent about COD, I'm actually going to buy Call of Duty Cold War Black Ops and give them my money for the season pass.
Well, the season pass isn't available to purchase yet, but you know, COD's a pretty good fish. Like, you go to the store, you get some fish sticks, and like throw them in the oven. You're Gucci. Like you're all good. Fish sticks are the real DLC.
Is tartar sauce a DLC or a microtransaction?
It's a microtransaction, dude.
Yeah, and you know, Sliver.
It's a fish mechanic.
Fish sticks are not the real DLC. The real DLC is the friends we made along the way.
Oh, you're right. Fuck God.
That makes sense.
Always the voice of reason. Fuck God.
Truly.
Yeah, I think this is a good time to cut her off right here. Tell us what you think. Well, what's the worst or best DLC in your opinion? Follow us on Twitter at Thunderclub, THNDRCLUB. You know.
I'm fuck Sliver or fuck Kaz or fuck Resident Evil Rev 2 or fuck COD. One of those. Next, and yeah, I'm not talking anymore.
And Rin.
It's Gamnaris.
I'm Sliv.
And the Pork Chopper.
And we're signing off. See you later, fuckers.
Make sure to subscrizzle for shizzle.
Yeah, subscrizzle and follow us on our social medias.
No, you already did that!